there, sports fans and card enthusiasts. Welcome to the channel. It is time, episode 1 of 80s Fleer Flashback. That's right. It is 80s Fleer Flashback time, and we are kicking off 80s Fleer Flashback with 1989 to Fleer. We're going to open these 3 rack packs here and see what we can get. Some notable cards in 1989 Fleer include the John Smoltz rookie card, the Craig Biggio rookie card, the Randy Johnson rookie card with a notable error on it. If we can find one of the key ones that has the Marlboro sign in the background or any of the corrected versions of that. And there are some other interesting error cards within the 1989 set, the most notable being the Billy Ripken card with the, I will just say, dirty word written on the back, or one of the variations or the corrected version of it. All those are worth a little bit of money as well. But let's get into this. Let's kick off 80s Fleer Flashback with 1989 Fleer. I got my trusty snips here. Let's kick into some rack packs right now and see what we can get. We're going to cut rack pack number 1. Open right here. And let's see, we're going to start with this first pack that is wrapped up in the cellophane here. Very interesting here. Also see if we can find one of the other key cards in this set, Ken Griffey Jr. That would be a wonderful card to get. All right. Opening up these very highly cellophaned cards here, and let's start off with Mr. Bo Diaz right on top. Behind him we have Joe Hesketh. We have Mike Jackson with the Mariners. I will set any and all Mariners cards aside from my father-in-law, who is a huge Mariners fan. Then we have Mr. Robbie Thompson, Mike Heath of the Tigers, Tim Belcher of the Dodgers, Jay Tibbs with the Orioles. Hey, there's a Nolan Ryan. That's worth a little bit of money there. Any Nolan Ryan card you can find pretty much anywhere is going to be worth something. So we are going to set Nolan Ryan aside here. That's a hit. Dave Henderson with the A's, Mike Brumley with the Padres, Scott Nielsen with the Yankees. And these cards are very, very sharp and very almost not stuck together, but definitely well entrenched. Lance Parrish, Jose Guzman, the Rangers. We have the Hot Corner card with Wade Boggs and Carney Lansford, and our sticker is the 4-panel sticker with the Orioles, Red Sox, Angels, and White Sox. So there is first part of rack pack number 1 there. We're going to cut into rack pack number 2. I do my best to keep these videos as short as possible since we have a whole bunch of them to do for 80s Fleer Flashback. But as anybody who's opened rack packs knows, sometimes getting into these things, especially with the Fleer from the 80s, can be a little bit difficult. But hopefully we will go our fastest without hurting any of the cards here. Kicking off panel number 2 with Jim Clancy with the Blue Jays. There's a Bobby Bonilla. I think it's second year card. Maybe it's his first year card. Juan Berengor with the Twins. Rick Shue with the Orioles. There's somebody behind Rick Shue here. And let me see if I can get to him. Oh, it's a checklist. Flipping that around. Checklist for the Braves, Orioles. On the back we have special cards on that one. So one of the later checklists. Mike Dunn with the Pirates. There's another Mariners card. Eric Hansen with the Mariners. Setting that aside for Mr. Father-in-Law. Willie McGee with the Cardinals. Again, these cards are very well stuck together. Rick Cerrone with the Red Sox. Jack McDowell with the White Sox. Norm Charlton with the Reds. And we have Johnny Paredes with the Expos. Behind Johnny, we have another Mariners card, Henry Cotto. Henry Cotto, outfielder for the Mariners. Trying to get behind Henry there, we have Kelly Downs. I'm setting Henry Cotto aside. Kelly Downs with the Giants. Mr. Ted Power himself. And we have a special card, Kirk Gibson for the record. Dodgers outfielder. And on the back of these is a little bit of kind of a history of Kirk Gibson and his career, some of the stuff he's done for the record. And we have another 4-panel sticker, Dodgers, Expos, Mets, and Phillies. All right, going into the last panel of Rack Pack number 1 here. And undoing the cellophane. Everybody loves to watch the opening process on these videos. Sometimes it can get a little boring. Sometimes it can get a little bit interesting. But here we go. Starting it off with Mike Cook on the front. Behind him, Herman Gonzalez. Gary Varsho with the Cubs. Behind Gary, we have another card. It is Matt Noakes of the Tigers. Second-year card. I would have been stoked on his rookie card in '88. John Kruk with the Padres. Here we go. We have prospect card of Jim Corsi and Bob Malachy. Not too shabby. Tracy Woodson. Mike Stanley. Tim Raines, Hall of Famer. Behind Tim, we have Kurt Stillwell. Another prospect card for Scott Service and Shane Turner. Both of them fairly serviceable players for the Phillies for several years. Hippolito Pena. Behind Hippolito, we have, I think, one more card here. And it is Danny Darwin with the Astros and our sticker, which is the Orioles. So that's it for Rack Pack number 1. Nothing huge there except for the Nolan Ryan card. We're going to move on to Rack Pack number 2 and see if we can do any better. See if we can find one of those key rookies in here at all. All right. Let's open up the back of the cellophane here. Do this in the most delicate way as possible. Sometimes being delicate was not an option, especially when I was a kid collecting cards in the 80s. Sometimes we just ripped the hell out of these things right away. I remember opening up a lot of packs of Topps and Score. The cards would just fly everywhere, but of course that's not what we want to do here today. I want to try and keep a little bit better of the cards, even if they're just commons, but here we go. Starting off with Tim Burtsis with the Reds. Brian Holman with the Expos. There's another Mariners card. Scott Bradley, catcher for the Mariners. Set that aside. Ernie Riles with the Giants. Eric King with the Tigers. Behind Eric, we have Mike Marshall with the Dodgers. Terry Kennedy, catcher with the Orioles. Glenn Davis, guy I never liked, with the Astros. Dave Parker with the A's. Jack Clark, the Yankees. Tommy John, famous for the Tommy John surgery, with the Yankees here. And behind Tommy, we are going to struggle to get the next card, but I promise you we will get it eventually. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. Behind Tommy, we have Mike Maddox, Greg Maddox's slightly older brother. Ruben Sierra. And behind Ruben, we have Dale Murphy, great outfielder for the Braves. And we have our dual heat card, Mark Davis and Dwight Gooden. That was kind of a fun one back in the day. And our sticker is the St. Louis Cardinals. All right. Moving on to panel number 2 of Rack Pack number 2. So about halfway there. Coming up close to halfway there anyway. And on the back we get a Blue Jays, looks like another history card. Let me see. Oh, there's a Team Lear card, I think. On the front, as you saw, was Jody Davis with the Cubs. Behind Jody, we have Frank Tanananana with the Tigers. Behind Frank, Benito Santiago, great catcher for the Padres for many years. We have another prospect card. This time it's a Terry Taylor with the Mariners and Vance Lovelace. So since it's a Mariner, we'll set that aside. Alfredo Griffin, Fettuccine Alfredo Griffin, there he is from the Dodgers. We have Bobby Witt with the Rangers. Nelson Santovenia with the Expos. And again, these cards are just stuck together. Kevin Seitzer with the Royals. Pedro Guerrero, this time when he's playing with the Cardinals. And he came up with the Expos, I believe. And played with the Dodgers for many years. Or maybe he came up with the Dodgers, went to the Expos. Joel Skinner with the Yankees. There it is.
It's
Randy Johnson rookie card. Unfortunately, It is not the one with the Marlboro sign showing in the background, which would have been worth a lot of money, but that is still a cool card. Definitely a big hit there. Randy Johnson rookie card. Sorry, my camera does not like to focus very well on this, but we will give it our best shot. It's bad focusing on my camera. Guys, it's time for a new camera for me. Time for a new camera phone. But Randy Johnson rookie card. We're going to set that aside with Nolan Ryan. Still a big hit. Kirk McCaskill with the Angels is next. Behind there, Captain Kirk, is George Bell with the Blue Jays. Doug Jennings with the A's. Tommy Gregg with the Braves. And Roger Clemens for the record card. I think that's worth a little bit of money. Not much. It's number 2 of 6. Roger Clemens for the record. We'll set that aside. I'm not sure how much of that is. And Toronto Blue Jays sticker rounds us out. Going into the last panel here for 1989 Fleer. The trusty snips are doing its job. Let's see if the trusty fingernails also do a decent job. Sometimes my fingernails don't do the best job, but this one seems like it's going to open okay for us. All right. That's right. The histories on the back of the stickers. That's what those are. Team histories. The team stickers. All right. Kicking us off with Jesse Orosco. He was the pitcher who pitched the last out for the Mets in 1986. That was such a great feeling for me. Mike Jeffcoat with the Rangers. Tom Foley, not to be confused with Tim Foley, spelled differently. Charlie LeBrent with the Royals. Mark Grant with the Padres. And Richard Dotson with the Yankees. That's kind of a Mandela effect because I don't remember him at all. Richard Dotson. He played with the White Sox for many, many years, but for some reason that name's just not ringing a bell. Alan Ashby with the Astros. Behind Alan, we have a couple of cards here. We have Jack Howell and John Cerruti. Howell with the Angels, Cerruti with the Blue Jays. Lance Blankenship. I think that is his rookie card. If we can get behind it, we have Bob Dernier. I can never remember how to say that, his name. Outfielder with the Phillies. Behind Bob, we have a challenge getting to the next cards. I see Bobby Bowe back there, but there's Jim Clancy in front of him. Bobby Bowe and Juan Berenger. And the for the record card is Wade Boggs. Our sticker is the Cincinnati Reds. All right. So not a whole lot in that one either, although we did find the Randy Johnson rookie card, which is always great to find. I do wish it had been the Marlboro one because that one is worth, I want to say around 40 to 50 bucks maybe if you can find one of those. If you get one graded, obviously quite a bit more. But they are fairly rare. I feel like a lot of the ones that were in existence have already been found. And here's a perfect example of my fingernails not working well. I'm just struggling with this internal cellophane here. But we'll get there, folks. Bear with me. Bear with me as I struggle incessantly with this cellophane. I really didn't want you to get into these cards, did they? There we go. All right, finally got it off. Going to throw that cellophane aside. Kicking us off of rack pack number 3 with Joe Hesketh. There's another Mariners card. Mike Jackson. Robbie Thompson with the Giants. There's Mike Heath with the Tigers. I'm still having trouble focusing there. I'm not sure why that's going on, but we'll see. Tim Belcher with the Dodgers. Jay Tibbs with the Orioles. Behind Jay, we have another Nolan Ryan card. That's not bad at all. Nolan Ryan, we'll take that for sure. Set him aside. We have Dave Henderson after that. Mike Brumley with the Padres. Scott Nielsen with the Yankees. Behind Scott, we have somebody hiding there. It is Lance Parrish with the Phillies. Jose Guzman with the Rangers. Paul Assenmacher with the Braves. And we got that hot corner card again with Wade Boggs and Carney Lansford. Larry McWilliams of the Cardinals. And our sticker is Dodgers Expos Mets Phillies. All right. Still holding out to see if we can get another cool card here. How about that, Ken Griffey? That would be cool. Let's see here. Alright. Having trouble opening up the rack pack, or the cellophane again. Maybe I just need longer fingernails. There we go. Got it cracked open. And got to slowly work its way around the cards here. Alright. Dave Leeper kicks us off to start the second panel of the third rack pack. Rafael Santana with the Yankees. After him, Larry Anderson, another guy I did not like. I just didn't like the Astros in the 80s. They were a tough team, hard to beat. Jim Eppard, designated hitter for the Angels. Manny Lee with the Blue Jays. Luis Polonia, sometimes Omen card. We'll see what we have here behind Luis. Chris James of the Phillies. Cecil Fielder with the Blue Jays. Jeff Robinson with the Pirates. Oh, I saw Orioles. I thought it might have been a Billy Ripken, but it's not. Let's see who's behind Jeff Robinson here. Struggling with Robbie. There we go. Alan Anderson with the Twins. Rick Shue with the Orioles. Ted Simmons with the Braves. See another Mariners card there. Rafael Biggio with the Pirates. It's Bill Swift with the Mariners. And we have another for the record card. Andres Galarraga. And again, we get the Dodgers, Expos, Mets, and Padres. All right, last chance, last part of the rack pack. We've come away with a couple of Nolan Ryans and a Randy Johnson, which isn't terrible, but I'm greedy. I want more. Let's see what we can get in our last rack pack. And if you don't know, the cellophane creates a lot of static electricity too, so I got cellophane flying around behind me, which is kind of fun. All right. Hopefully it doesn't get back into the camera at all, but it's over here just creating a mess. Starting us off with Bruce Sutter, who unfortunately just passed away. Rest in peace, Bruce. Great Hall of Fame outfielder or pitcher. Felix Fermin with the Pirates is behind him. I see another Mariners card coming up. My father-in-law is going to enjoy these. Oh, look at that, folks. Speaking of Mariners, what a hit. Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. That is cool. That is definitely cool. Do I give this to my father-in-law? I probably will. I'll probably give it to my father-in-law. I have several of these. So, there you go. There you go, father-in-law. You get a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. Joe Magrain with the Cardinals. Behind him, Jody Reed with the Red Sox. Fred Manrique of the White Sox behind him. Keith Brown with the Reds. Andy McGaffigan with the Expos. Mike Moore is the other Mariners card we saw there. And behind Mike, we'll set aside, is Will Clark, second-year card. Or third-year card, actually, I think. Yeah. Paul Gibson, who has a very funny error card in 89 Topps. If you guys haven't seen that one, check that one out. Steve Sachs with the Dodgers. Craig Worthington with the Orioles. Behind Craig, our last card of the 89 is Rafael Ramirez of the Astros. And we have another Wade Boggs for the record. And our last sticker is, look at that, Dodgers, Expos, and A's and Mariners. So Mariners, will give that to my father-in-law. Well, there you go, folks. 1989 Fleer. Not too shabby. We walked out of here with a couple of Nolan Ryan cards, a Randy Johnson rookie card, and, of course, for my father-in-law, who is a huge fan, Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card as well. So that's it. That kicks off 80s Fleer Flashback 1989 edition with some pretty decent stuff. I'm looking forward to what we're going to get in some of the other years coming up here soon. So with that in mind, don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to tune in for the other 8 episodes of 80s Fleer Flashback. Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it.